But it's hard to, when you say that to some people, because they say, oh, there you go with a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing, and, you know, you're just being respectable. Not everybody can do that.
Everybody can. So to collect unemployment, you have to go out and hunt for employment. You have a code. And mine was as a clerk typist, so you go out and you look for work as a clerk typist. And one day, I can't keep being forced to be a clerk typist. So I went to the employment office and I asked to see the supervisor. And I was led into this office. And this pretty little lady with red hair, whose name was Mrs. Lipton. What can I do for you? I said, you're forcing me to be something I'm not. I have to go out and look for work as a clerk typist. I'm not a clerk typist. I'm an actor. So I just can't keep doing it this way. It took this thing and stamped my employment book. Said you got 6 months. Go be an actor. So if Mrs. Lipton is alive today, Mrs. Lipton, I'm an actor. I got into the Air Force because as it turns out, I was romanticizing that whole idea. You know, we were refighting World War II as I was growing up, so we had all these heroic movies. And I fell in love with the idea of flying. And then when I got into the Air Force, it had this big eye-opener that racism was rampant there also, and that I had not qualified, or suited is a better word, for military life. That kind of unquestioning obedience to a lot of things that I think are stupid didn't quite go over well.
Yeah.
So when I got out, I was an early discharge. It was almost dishonorable, you know, because I just really didn't fit. But the catalyst actually was I did get to sit in a jet trainer, because I had a lot of people behind me to get me into flight school and stuff. But sitting there, it occurred to me that this is absolutely not what I want. It isn't movies. It's for real. These, you know, this little red button on the joystick controls guns with real bullets. And I sat there for quite a while and knew that if I made a strafing run, I needed a camera here and I needed the people to be able to get up and go back to number one. So I got out of that plane on the runway at North Island Air Station, the Naval Air Station, and I walked away from that and towards acting. I knew that it was all about the movies. It was all about the movies.
Here's a stat from your show, and it says the richest 85 people on this planet have as much money as the poorest 3.5 billion.
Yeah, right. That's on the planet, however. We still here don't abandon the idea that it isn't finite. It isn't finite if you were born, where were you born? I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. I had a long haul from where I came from to here, but here we are.
But it's hard to, when you say that to some people, because they say, oh, there you go with a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing, and, you know, you're just being respectable. Not everybody can do that.
Well, everybody can. Everybody doesn't. Courage is the key to life itself. There are a lot of people who are born in situations where they say, well, I'll never get out of this. So they won't. I say to people who say, well, I would like to have done so and so and so. Some of you could have done it. So, well, I couldn't get out of here. Man, the bus runs every day. Your job as an actor is to give it your best shot every time. So yes, I'm going into it with the idea that I'll play it to the best of my ability, and they wouldn't give it to me, the role, if they didn't think I was capable of pulling it off. Or I wouldn't take it if I didn't think I was capable of pulling it off. I got on stage the very first time when I was 8 years old. I was brilliant. Then I got on stage again 4 years later when I was 12, brilliant again. So by the time I was 13, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion in everybody else's mind, teachers, parents, that acting was going to be my thing. I hadn't made a conscious decision I'm going to be an actor. I don't think you do. I think that's what you do.